When looking at Bloom's taxonomy, the aim is to incorporate activities in the classroom that is focused on the higher levels of learning. By focusing on applying their understanding to solving real-world problems in class is also aligned with Vygotsky's zone of proximal development, which refers to the difference between what students can do without help and what he or she can achieve with guidance and encouragement from a skilled partner. By doing these activities in class, the lecturer can assist students to reach a higher level of understanding by facilitating and guiding them through the activities or content. There is a lot of discussion about the flipped classroom, and people are not always sure what the flipped classroom is and what it is not. Firstly, the flipped classroom is not just about online videos. The online videos help students with the learning because they can watch it at any time and from anywhere. They can also pause and rewind it to listen to something they didn't understand. You can also make use of the quizzes to check students' understanding. But this is just the online learning component. It still does not account for the engagement. The flipped classroom is more than that. It is about engaged learning in the classroom, applying what students have learned from the online videos. It is also not about replacing lecturers with videos. Yes, the information component is online, but the lecturer role is so much more important in the classroom, as they are there to facilitate constructive discussions and to help students make links between the information and the real world. It is not an online class. Yes, you can facilitate the flipped classroom online as well, but there is an expectation of engagement between students and students with their lecturers. There is also an expectation to solve problems and discuss cases, or allowing students to find real-world problems where they can apply their own knowledge. It is not about students working without structure. The flipped classroom requires a great deal more structure and planning, as you need to create the online learning components and ensure they watch it and come to class prepared. You also then need to have an approach in place to engage the students actively and critically. It is not about students working in isolations. Yes, students might watch the videos on their own time at home, but the class component is full of engagement and should be staged as such. However, nothing stops you from including engagement activities like a discussion forum, quiz, or reflective activity as part of the online component. As you can see, it is not about students spending the entire class online. It is about finding a balance and about engaging them in the classroom. The flipped classroom is a means to increase lecturer contact time, as the lecturer facilitates the class activities and walk around and engage with students. As a result, students can ask questions in class and also get some one-on-one time during the class for something they don't understand. And as this is normally less formal than sitting and listening to a lecture, students are less scared to ask questions. It is an environment that increases student responsibility. This approach is very focused on self-directed learning, and it is the student's responsibility to prepare for class and ensure they understand the work. It's also about the blending of direct instruction with constructivist learning, as students watch content online and then engage in class. It is also a class where all students are engaged and where absent students won't fall behind, as they also have access to the online lectures that still support some of the learning that took place. And the flipped classroom also develops students that are more engaged in their own learning and therefore are more self-directed.